Welcome to Desmond's Donders Wednesday Waffle, or as I'm calling it this week, Wednesday Whinge. I'm going to talk to you about our trip at the weekend, another fix or two on Desmond, but mainly about broken tech. This week's Wednesday Waffle is also the Wednesday Waffle before we go on a longer donder. So more later. Okay, what happened at the weekend? Well, it was a bit wet, it was a bit windy, it stopped raining. No, we were away at Fiddick Park, near Craigellachie, and of course Facebook has got photos and we'll have the diary up tomorrow, but the videos will be a few weeks delayed as normal. Great weekend, apart from the bit we're coming to shortly. I got one or two more little jobs done on Desmond between rainstorms. I was actually going out for a walk and the door seal jammed again, and so I took the opportunity not to go for a walk and fixed the door seal over the weekend. When I say fixed, I stopped it doing what it was doing. It really needs replacing, but it won't jam the way it was doing before, with what I'd done. Simple little fix. It's stretched, etc. So I cut out a small section of it and put it back in its track, and it'll quite happily sit there now until it stretches a bit more. A new seal would be the order of the day, of course. But talking of things new, yes, what a weekend this weekend was for tech. I was the way I normally take videos and photos is on a daily basis while we're away, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, while we're away in Desmond, I take the video and photos off the various cameras, transfer them to my tablet, and then further back them up onto a USB stick, a USB hard drive. Now, I do this because previously we've lost data to a DUF card. Okay, so I'm having problems again this weekend. The tablet, it's little things that I put down actually to problems with things like Facebook, YouTube, and other online things, and it's thinking it's their problem, not the tablets. As it turns out, it may well have been the tablets, but that's part of the story. I was having problems with these things and took no notice, just assumed it was the poor internet connection, etc., which it may well have been. But Friday night I didn't take any video on Friday. It was raining when we got there. It rained, or when I got there, it rained for nearly 24 hours. But I didn't take any video till the next day. So Saturday night I downloaded videos, I downloaded photos, and I backed them up. Seemed to take a bit of a long time, but it wasn't a problem. Come Sunday, we'd taken video, we'd been for a walk, we'd taken video and photos, and a friend was coming, so it was very unlikely that there'd be anything else done. So I backed them up to the tablet to back up to the thing. I moved everything from the cards to the tablet, removed the adapter, replaced it with the SD card, replaced it with the USB drive, the USB stick, and went to copy the files. Nothing there, gone. Went round, searched, did I put them in the wrong place? No. Now, over the weekend, I'd noticed that I was having problems using a lot of battery. Normally the tablet will last me most of the weekend, but I've been using a fair bit of battery. So it'd been charged a couple of times, and I noticed that there was a problem with the charge. It had come off charge not an hour before, and it was already down to 61%. And that's when I started, well, there's something obviously wrong. So, because I'd had problems before, and I now had problems, I took the card in the tablet out. I didn't want any more writing to it, I didn't want anything done to it because I was going to check it when I got it home and use various bits of software on to try and recover the video. Yeah. As it turns out, I had effectively two cards. A card from the tablet, which may or may not have the video on it. A card from the video camera, which may or may not have the video on it. Now, here's where we gets good. This just a bit more about it. The cards, when I got them home and tested them, the video camera card had the videos and they were recoverable according to the software. So I went ahead and recovered them. The card from the tablet, nothing could be done with. It said, no, it's defunct. And Windows was saying all the time, it needed formatting, it needed formatting. And when you looked at it low level, there was absolutely nothing on this card. In fact, the card was only 16 megabytes big instead of 64. So I recovered the videos, and no, they weren't recoverable. They were the right length, the right size, the right everything, but totally blank. Now I know it's not the camera because we've got more video on the camera, and guess what? This video is from that camera. Anyway, I then turned to the tablet card to find that it had been wiped. I reformatted because the data was not there. It was just not accessible. There was nothing on that card at all. It was just blank. So I reformatted it as a Windows. I hammered it. I have a card testing piece of software. I hammered it. I wrote to it, verified it overnight. No improvement. Nothing wrong, sorry. It worked. Put it back in the tablet, formatted it for use. Oh, this is going well. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute, the tablet's not taking a charge. Didn't. So anyway, the tablet isn't taking a charge, but the card is now in position and working. Factory reset time, download, yeah, no. As soon as the factory reset was done and it started downloading, this card is not, and it started objecting about the card. It's not the card. The card's been taken out. Again, it was completely wiped. Blank. Says it was 16 megabit and I had to go and recover it. This has happened before and that card is still in use. In fact, it is currently that card is in my dash cam. I rotate cards about. Anyway, the short, no, this is never going to be short. I'm having a whinge about tech. The thing then is, I've now got a card which I know is good and a tablet which I know isn't. So I tried to fix the charging problem, see what that is. Had a look. Whatever it is, it's at chip level and it doesn't want to know. So the tablet has been reset. It works to an extent that you can put stuff on it as long as you're happy just to use it within, certain parameters. You start doing stuff clever with it. So anyway, I'm down a tablet at the weekend. So I try and use my phone. Now my phone is actually what I use as an e-reader, and that's really all that's on it, and some backup apps, because we've had problems with the tablet before. So the backup apps are ones that, if you like, must-haves for me. So I thought, well, the phone will do for now. So I started to recover from the tablet all the apps and think, nah. Most of the apps will no longer work on this old phone. It's old. It works. It's Android, but it does everything I want it to do, but not everything I want it to do now. So, short and long of it is, I need a new phone anyway, so I'm getting a new phone. I'm not getting a new tablet. The new phone will do what I want to do that wise. And, ironically, I've got an ancient netbook is what they call them, an NC20 from years ago, not not quite clockwork, but it works. It has a battery which uses a long time. You've heard me talk about it for ages. Previously, sorry. It's the one I use with my radios because the battery lasts so long in the motorhome. Use it for programming VHF, etc, etc. It's just easier to do it that way. That is now going to be used for my data transfers, etc. The phone will do the phony things and the appy things, to coin a phrase. And I'm only updating the phone is because my old one, Android 6, will not run some of the apps. Now, my tablet was Android 7, yeah, and it would run everything I wanted. Really? Really, Android? Anyway, that's not where it ends, the trouble with tech, and I hope I haven't gone on too long, but I got home, having had all these problems, and I couldn't get on straight away to fix cards and tablets and things. Why? Because, yes, the computer was down. This time it was just a display problem, and I hooked it up to a 42-inch TV monitor, which was interesting, to say the least. A bit big, so I borrowed Craig's TV off him as a monitor while he used the big TV. I've now got a new monitor for that, and that's all back up and running, etc. So definitely tech troubles this week, and I was really ready to throw things about. Anyway, I've waffled on quite enough. I've got another Wednesday waffle to make because we're off on a longer Donder next week. So I'll be doing this week's, no, I'll be doing next week's Wednesday waffle straight after this and uploading it for you to see next week. Thank you for watching Desmond's Donders. We'll hope you'll join us again for more photos, waffle and video as we travel around Scotland. Bye for now.